Well, hello. Let's see what we got here. What are we doing again? I forget. Like, I'm like, well, hold on. What was I doing? Hey, what's this? Thank you so much, kitty cat. You're so helpful sometimes. Jumping on my desk, knocking things over. Look, I didn't need that. It's fine, kitty cat. I mean, I wouldn't worry about it. You're obviously not. Rosso, my man, how are you, sir? You are alive. It's alive. Coming from you live. They're not coming from you. Coming to you live, straight from... I forget. Rosal, it's been a while. So it's Australia, right? Australia? I want to say Australia. Mr. Doctor Man. Tired and I'm procrastinating. I'm about to not help. I mean, look, I'm not gonna lie. I have been extremely tired the past few months. I have been busting my butt. No, the U.S. like EST time. Okay, sorry. There's some I forget. I'm sorry. There's a few people that are like becoming doctors and lawyers and fancy people who I won't be allowed to even. I won't even be fit to work on their cell phone. You know, the fancy schmancy people. Oh, look, the shadows are whispering again. That's a good sign. Just the look on this man's face is like, please make it stop. Dude, I've been here for a year. You never help with procrastination. That's what I used to chill. Well, I'm here to assist in this again. And that assistance is going to be, it's a habit. Yeah, well, you know what? That's fine. Look, you know, at the end of the day, okay, so this is Old Oakmont Church. I wonder if it's here. The Lord of the Woods. The Old Oakmont Church that worships the Lord of the Woods. Alright, let's see here. The crematorium. The crematorium. So we are going to go and we're going to try and do some investigations in this wonderful place called these freaking bastards who are bastardizing a church. This poor church who's done nothing to them. But now they, instead of worshiping our Lord and Savior, they are worshiping this freaking Lord of the Woods. Dude, let's say you started streaming, I had no problems done. 45 minutes in, I'd have 5 done. An hour later, probably like 9 done. See, you are describing homework. You are describing homework because at the end of the day, oh, hold on, let me, find an old Oakmont church. Gee, is it the giant Oakmont church? Is it this?
The door won't budge.
The door won't budge. Like, back in the day when I had homework to do, now I just have work to do. It's not called homework, it's just called work. This is before the days of streaming was even a thing. Yes, homework, hay and feed silage homework. It's a lot of stuff to remember. Look, oh, that's right, you're becoming a veterinarian, right? I knew you were going to become a doctor of some kind. I got that part right. I just thought you were in another country. I used to sit down every day. When I had expendable income and did not give a crap, I would start off every work session with eating a Big Mac and watching an episode of Bleach. Sometimes 2 or 3 episodes, and then I would start my homework. Because it was my only... Yep, dee-doo-doo, chem ain't gonna go on hot. If this is hard, I'm gonna cry for organic chemistry and physics. Dude, like, you have my sympathies. Like, as somebody... Like, my original degree plan was going to be in nursing. And I was going to become, like, I don't know, I was going into the medical field, though I didn't know what to do. So I just chose nursing, because I was like, if I really want to go do something else, I can. Why do vet med need physics? Ugh. You know, I actually don't know the answer to that question. That's an excellent question. Why do vet med... Maybe it's the math side of it. It's the complex math side. But even then, I'm not really sure why they need physics. I'm not sure. Alright, so I think that maybe the game is going to lock me out of this until I officially do my investigation. I might have to go to City Hall or the library and do this. But that's a big if. But back whenever I was actually getting my degree, is it right here? No, it's down the street. Like, I started off in a nursing program, and after a semester of that, I had to work full-time. I had to do a bunch of other stuff. Like, I could not study for any of my exams, and not that I did poorly. I made like a B in the class, which was not nearly going to be effective. So I was like, no, this isn't going to work. Another prominent Oakmont place of worship was the Redemption Church. Its flock venerated Kay as the Lord of the Woods, the Shepherd of the Lost Lambs. Redemption Church was at one time the city's largest congregation, but its influence has dwindled after St. Michael's Church of the Burning Bush was founded. Redemption Church still stands in Central Salvation Harbor on Marsh Avenue between Polaris Road and Old Church Road. Nice. Okay, so I was at the wrong church to begin with. Let's see. Oh, that's right. I need to go to my casebook here. And we're going to Central Salvation Harbor. It looks like I may have already grabbed some of the stuff. Between Polaris Road and Old Church Road. Old Church Road. Redemption Church. Is it this? Or it's this? It's this one or this one? One of the two. It can't be this one. It's gotta be this one. And Chem is brain melting. We did 6 topics in 45 minutes. We kept moving on and did like one example of each. Yes, you are describing anatomy and physiology for me. Like, I was okay with bones and cell structure and like how cells interact. That was all okay to me. But once you started getting into other stuff like the crazy, like, okay, what is, I can't even remember most of it because I was struggling to keep up. I would literally work a 10-hour shift, go to class, work, like, you know, a 45 to 30, you know, an hour-long class, maybe longer, I can't even remember anymore. And then I would just struggle the rest of the time. And so if it wasn't something simple or something I could just quickly memorize, I was screwed. Alright, I'm trying to, alright, you know what? Fine. There. Wait a minute, hold on. I've been here before, so why is this one... Yeah, I don't envy you in that regard. It's something that, had things been a bit different in my life, I may have gotten into that. I may have continued on that path. But just it just wasn't in the cards for me. I don't have the I did not have the strength to do that. I realized on my first semester doing that it was just going to be too much for me. I could not work full-time and go to school, and I didn't have a choice. I had to work full-time. Long story short, I refused to accept help from my parents because it would come at a cost, and the cost was way too high. Way too high. Hilda failed to seduce the mayor with promises of eternal life. Now we need some mercury spilled in his bedroom to make our proposals more attractive. Wow. And so I worked full time. I busted my butt to get what I wanted. I think the most impressive part is that I graduated without any debt whatsoever. As much as people did offer to help, like, I refused to accept it. And yeah, I don't know if anybody wants to hear me go through a sad sob story, like, oh, woe is me, because it's not really the case either. That's what I wanted to do. Hello.
Ah, now that's a familiar smell. Like your dead skunk.
Ew. Like, slow the fuck down. Let me tell you what we did today. Thermochemistry, systems and surroundings, internal energy. Internal energy changes in this internal energy, exchange of heat between systems and surroundings. Yep. Yep. You are talking about basic physics. Physics and chemistry. Chemistry and physics. Oh, the days. Oh, the days. I remember some of those classes. Those were fun. Gotta love it. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Mr. Blue.
Something's chewed this one up real bad.
Well, he has a bunch of keys, so I'm gonna take those. Priest Dyer, I burned the seductive witch, my daughter, my cursed seed, but she came back. How long will the Almighty test my faith? Good Lord. That was physics. That was chem, and guess what? We're not reviewing that tomorrow. We are moving on tomorrow. Yes. Yes. Your life, up until you hit... Okay, so here's the thing. I forget. You wanted to be... What kind of veterinary did you want to be? You wanted to be a... did you want to be like farmer vet or just a standard vet? I forget. Because I've got some horror stories of a friend of mine who... I'm not going to lie, I was trying to date her at the time. She became like a farmer's vet, and she would tell me horror stories. I want to be a meme war vet. Dude, you're already there. Chem is the English of sciences, but why? Just cuz. No, English has points. That I don't know. We figure that out later as you delve into career and class concentrations. Ah, yes. You can't just choose your class until later. It's just like an RPG. You just gotta figure out what you like, and then you kind of spec into what you want. Oh, it's sad, but a good RPG does that. You don't just go, I'm gonna be a fighter, and then like, okay, we'll just figure it out. No. You just here's all your options. Go. She is here, laughing at my weakness. Her body is not hers anymore. It is the filthy goat's womb, the breeder of the devil's spawn. She is mine, my blood, my treasure. Now neither the devil nor filthy men may touch her, for I have smitten her sinful flesh, mixed her beauty with dust. How could it be? How? She came back, bored by the sinful hole her body turned to. She whispers to me, promising we'll be together, always. They hanged me, their father, but not for long. That night I was born again by my dear daughter. Oh God, so he came back. Oh boy.
Something's chewed this one up real bad.
That's not good. They told me I could be anything, so I chose to be everything. Oh, okay, so we're playing Fallout 4, are we? Kim was so rough and boring, but surprisingly enough was super super easy. 0.72%. Wait, without even trying an engineering chemistry classes. Yeah, look, everybody has their strengths. I might have the option if I keep my grades good. I can go to Scotland for an exchange year. Get my license there, then I'm licensed in the US, Europe, and the UK. It might be cool. Hey, don't ever turn down opportunities, man. Our devoted members in the police department attracted 2 more officers to our ranks. We must prepare them for a meeting with our fecund mother, the great daughter of the Lord of the Woods. Yay! That sounds awful. Alright, let's make sure we grabbed all of our evidence here. I'm not gonna lie, this does... If this room had a door, this is a very sparse room. It actually looks kind of cozy, aside from all the water dripping down. Do better. Wow, fucker. Just be a dick more, please. Oh, hello. Oh my. Oh my. Oh no. Not one of these again. No. I don't want to go in the water again. Don't make me go in the water. I don't want to go in the water. Why is there a giant gaping watery hole down there? Found sources for what I said, however, the University of Glasgow's BVMS program is also accredited by the Royal College of Veterinary Surgeons, UK accrediting body, and the European Association of Establishments for Veterinary Education. And graduate from schools carrying this combination of accreditations can work as a veterinary surgeon throughout the world. Hey man, take it if you can. No, wait. Oh, I don't want to go do this.
Ah, this is in good shape and ready to use.
Yeah, so I'm going to go in there because that's what we do.
Ah, this is in good shape and ready to use.
Well, yeah, but okay, so what do we do? Like, do I just get in there? Like, how do I get in there? Okay. What do I do?
Ah, this is in good shape and ready to use.
Okay, well then let me use it.
Ah, this is in good shape and ready to use.
So how are you doing tonight, Mithy? Oh, I'm doing rather well. I'm getting back into my locations. I'm working my job. I managed to bungle a meeting today. You obviously can't use it now. Obviously. I bungled a meeting this afternoon because nobody told me what they were looking for, and had they just asked me, I'd have been able to give it to them, but they never really asked me what it was that they needed. So I didn't. So we had to pull some vendors into a phone call because I was like, I'm not really sure what they're asking for because they won't tell me. So we'll get the vendor involved. So meanwhile, they're like, oh, we can pull this report for you. All you have to do is ask. And so now there's like this big old sting where they're like, oh, we'll just bypass me. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. Hello. What's this? Aha! Oh, that's lovely. Isn't that precious? What up, Guns and Knives? We're what would you call this? What would you call this? This is Howdy, friend. Okay. I don't suppose anyone knows what the hell that is. We saw the octopusy that James Bond promised us. We spent 2 hours today waiting to have an HP tech come to just strip some tape off of a printer that we could have set up ourselves. Yeah. I'm complaining about colleges that are doing things. That's the look. This is the right thing to do. Oh, there we go. There's something I can look at. It's a lot of nope right there. Yeah, no, exactly. That's a lot of nope. It's a ton of nope. Okay, let's look around in here for some. Oh, there's one.
Make sure you get every scrap. We don't want anyone reading these while we're down there.
Oh no. Oh no. Conspiracy. What is this, Deus Ex? We don't do conspiracy here. I've heard Deus Ex is just nothing but conspiracy.
Don't wait.
News.
I'll catch up to you.
Alright.
Take them to the crematorium. We'll destroy them before we dive.
Alright. Is there a... Okay, so I think it's pretty straightforward. It's one is obviously back here. Oh, no? Is there another? Oh, there must be one upstairs. Yeah? No, there it is, right there.
The stars are aligned, and a new turn of the cycle begins. The time has come to return to the mother's womb, and we shall be reborn, brothers and sisters.
Oh, God.
Let's get a handle on...
The stars are
That's
aligned,
number one.
and a new turn of the cycle
Obviously.
begins. The time has come to...
Two.
Make sure you get every scrap. We don't want anyone reading these while we're down.
These two might be the ones that are a bit different. 3 and 4?
Take them to the crematorium.
Don't wait. I'll catch up to you.
There we
Group
go.
of fanatics based in the Redemption Church. Got rid of several bodies, took all the documents they could, and dived.
Aha! And every time I figure this out, I lose a little bit more sanity. Looks like the Animus from Assassin's Creed. Hold on, I'm complaining about college. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of nope right there. Bureaucracy is fun. And it works with you. It's already been 15 minutes. I mean, well, look. I mean, I've never said I wasn't good at procrastinating and helping people procrastinate. Cultists hit him to the church. That's right. It's a cult, not a church. Exactly. Looks like the Animus from Assassin's Creed. Wait, what looks like the Animus from Assassin's Creed? What the hell did I look at? Yeah, so there you go. Swipe with the voices. Swipe them off. Get them off me. Absolutely, absolutely. We also have to have a Xerox tech come to replace some ADF rollers for a printer that we can replace in 5 minutes. It's probably going to be my Friday late morning, i.e. procrastination, yes. Now I have a quiz to do. Let's see how this goes. Be right back. I hate discussion posts. Never mind. Like, what did you think of that lab? I thought good things about that lab. And here we go. Who else wants to go experience the wonderful world of under the water in a place that's sinking to the ground or sinking to the bottom of the ocean and also is terrifying? That lab sucked. See, this would terrify me. I could see like very little out of each of these. I love this game though. Like so far, I'm really enjoying this game. Fuck discussion posts for online courses. Waste of fucking time. No, look, I love discussion posts. I actually post. Wow. Let the Lord of the Woods azure eyes guide you. I thought it said like quid you or something. I was like, what is this? We're gonna get our fancy doodad ready. You know what's funny about this is the Lord of the Woods is underwater, which is weird. Why is the Lord of the Woods underwater? Yes, they fucking are. It's horseshit to pretend that you're having a class interaction and you manufacture the most generic post. Maybe for you. I know what this is about. Alright, I know. This is what it's about tomorrow. Alright, not that way. Oh, that's right. I need this. That's right. Yep, I thought so. The eyes of the ranger are upon you. Oh, I can't take anything down here to help me with my sanity either. Oh, lovely. Those are up. Can I climb? Press F to pay respects. I know this is what it's about tomorrow. Terminologists. Importance of proper forage sampling. Demo on forage sampling. Hay, silage, and pasture. Sending samples to the laboratory. Forage dry matter calculations. Going to die of boredom. I mean, look. A lot of that stuff is boring because it's designed to weed you out, man. Like, That's one thing about anything, any job, is that you get to the fun stuff because you get to the boring stuff. Gonna die where I sit, then have to do a one-page explanation and discussion of what I learned. See, I remember, look, when I was in class, I would usually try and bring up very, very fun and interesting topics of conversation. Didn't always work, that's what I tried to do. And so I would try to take things and to the nth degree in my discussion posts. Well, now I'm tempted. And so, like, in my philosophy classes, when I took those, whenever I had to take those for businesses and whatnot, like my generic courses, I had a lot of fun messing with those. Like, well, okay, what if you apply this to its, to the extreme measure? I wish I'd have been there to stop you from doing that, Myth. I was good at that. No, see, I would have just taken... You and I would have been mortal enemies, because if you tried to stop me from making an interesting discussion, I'd be like, ah, you're one of those people. I would laugh at you. Whee! Oh, okay, alright, I guess I can't do that. Oh, the fun stuff is the third and fourth year, like dairy management. Each student takes care of a heifer and is a calf as it grows. You clean and turn out stalls and do chores at like 3 in the morning. Ah, you wouldn't be capable of laughing at me. I don't know if that's true. See, threatening me with violence just made me laugh harder. I had a guy who had PTSD from the Iraq War. Myth, he's a monster. That would be you. No. See, I had a guy who, in the middle of class, had a PTSD meltdown and threatened to murder somebody. And because he is a war vet, he got away with it scot-free. What the hell is that? Get away from me. Get away from me. Go away from me. And I'm not gonna lie, I just, whatever, man. Like, you're good. Alright, we'll try. Go away! I said go away! I said go away! Flee! Wow, that's a very messed up lady. Oh god, I'm dead. Apparently I died. I don't know why I died. Myth uses slow-moving gyrojet round. It's not very effective. Well, I mean, it's all I have, and apparently I died. Apparently you shouldn't turn your back on underwater lampreys. Just FYI. But I wanted to see the naked booby lady, okay? The underwater booby lady. That thing killed you. Oh god, what the hell just hit me? I can't go that way. I have to go out in the field for biolab class tomorrow. Gonna be 27 degrees tomorrow morning. Layers. Yay, layers. Well, that's good. I would hate for you to have to feel left out, though. We just need to get you to watch the rest of Love and Monsters. See, that movie was interesting. I thought that was a very interesting movie. It's gonna be silly, obviously. And it obviously was not going to have a happy ending, but it was gonna be a fun movie. 27 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius? I think my question is, does it matter, really? I died. I knew I was going to die, so just kind of walked through it. I'd already screwed that up. My experience with uni, typically whenever something is dumb, repetitive, I'll never need to know this. They don't expect you to remember this after you graduate, etc. Whenever that happens, it's almost always because the point is that they are mentally conditioning you. Tons of the awkward class discussion posters just to get you to professionally bring forward a topic to coworkers in a way that doesn't compromise your credibility, while still crowdsourcing knowledge. Oh, so that's what that was for? God dang, man. I would be like, hey, what if? You know, my job was to be like, well, if I have to do this, let's have some fun with it. I remember my psychology class and like one of my ethics classes and even some of my technology classes, you would bring up like, what are the ethics of what we're doing? Or what is like the ramifications of X, Y, and Z? And I'd have tons of fun with that. Because like, god dang, I need to stop hitting these freaking underwater landmines that literally broadcast themselves to me. Get away! Go away. I want nothing to do with you. Oh, thank God. There's light at the end of the tunnel. All I gotta do is make it. All I gotta do is make it. I gotta make sure this thing doesn't get me, though. I don't know where it is. I just fired in the dark. I honestly, it's been so long since I've actually seen those. I really wish I could remember some of them, because some of them I know that I actually I've set off a firestorm in one of them, because I think normally there'd be like these 1 or 2 posts and that's it. And some of mine were like, no, these were like 30 long. They're 30 posts long. Wow, what the hell is happening here? All right, are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Wow, hentai much? Yeah, a lot of it is training you how to survive in a professional atmosphere, being able to deal with human problems in a professional way that limits your liability or losing face. So again, I'm gonna just kind of point this out here. Does anybody else see what I'm seeing? That looks very weird. Have sex with the monster. You become the monster. And there's that dead guy in the middle. So, yeah, hold on, let me make sure I can, there we go. I'm probably gonna need some of those shotgun shells. That's not terrible. I used to get up at 4 AM to ride a bike to work like an 8. See, Fokker always has to one-up everybody. That's the way he works. Alright, let's, give myself some cocaine. There we go. Basically, human problems that you can deal without looking like you have human flaws. It's kind of bullshit. Welcome to the professional world. I'm perfect. You're not, but I am. It's because I fucking did it, man.
Why are you here? You look like a fresh wound.
Back at you.
Yeah, well, you're no oil painting yourself, fella.
Imbecile. Strike us down and many more will rise, fresh from the fecund mother's womb, slick, naked, yet burgeoning with strength. Our eyes infest this city, our hands too. We fill young Graham with our words, and soon he will be hollow.
You control
What's
Graham.
that about young Graham?
His house is divided. It cannot stand. The young will succeed the old, as new shoots rise from decay. Our growth shall choke the sun. The veins we open will seed crimson blossoms. The fecund mother grants new life. You should have stayed above.
Oh, hello. That problem solved, and that problem solved. What the hell is this? Alright, La will feed the daughter of the woods so she devours the weak flesh. La Shub Nagurath. A mortal man is allowed to touch the womb of life. La! A mortal man is allowed to be reborn in a new form. La! A mortal man will gain 1,000 faces, 1,000 eyes, and 1,000 vessels for his mind. Go down. Go down. Go down. Go down. Hello. Go down. Go down. Oh, snap. Okay, that hurt. Let's do some cocaine about that. There we go. And we need a little more cocaine. And we're good. No. Ma'am. Back off. Thank you. Nope. Run, 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 run. Sir, would you like to explain yourself? And dead. Sorry, I didn't mean to shoot. A Balrog, a demon of the ancient world. The foe is above you. Run! Oh, hey, I found a way to piss it off, though. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, snap. Yep, I'm not doing too well mentally. This is not good. How much snow do you think the Northeast would get? Run, 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 run. Oh look, more of them. Hey, my sanity's not doing too well, so could you please burn? How about blow up? Could you do that for me? Thank you so much. You could just explode real quick. I really appreciate it. Let's do some brain drugs. There we go. Holy shit, there's so many for you. I don't know. I threw a grenade at it, so I don't know. It really didn't like that. It really doesn't like the grenades. What's the snow you speak of? I don't know. Although I did shoot a man who was just sitting there, so maybe that's what pissed it off. Give me more stuff. Okay, so I don't know now. There's so many of them. And I'm running out of ammo. Challenge the horror of the Redemption Church. Aha! See? It can be killed. It can be beaten. Now all I have to do is just go execute a bunch of people who are down here. Problem solved. I can do that. What the hell is this? Ooh, creepy. Is that water above me? This is like a little abscess. I haven't seen snow in like 7 years. I mean, it's not true. You saw snow not that long ago. You saw snow like 4 years ago. You saw snow because I saw snow 4 years ago. Madam, I have this really cool thing called the lead breakfast that I feel like I think you should try it. What's wrong with your hands, by the way? Alright, so I killed your god. Now what?
Got anything to eat? Are you my mommy? Where's my mommy? Kid?
Oh God. Okay, let's do this real quick. The church can control Graham. It's a cult, not a church. The cult will try to use Graham to grow their power base in Oakmont. All right. Graham will stand firm. Graham's cult is puppet. Graham will become nothing more than a puppet. Graham is able to resist the cult's influence. He is made of stronger stuff than they think. I don't know, man. What do y'all think? I mean, one second. Okay, that was weird. What was it? Northeast of America, or northeast of America, expected snowfall. What is it? I don't know what's gonna happen in the Northeast. Okay, all I know is that I could use. I don't know. I could use a not terrible winter, but I would like to use my fireplace that I spent lots of money getting refurbished and all set up, okay? That's all I want. I want to be able to use my fireplace for a nice, warm day that I may or may not would like to have a little geisha sitting right beside me, you know? We have a little gray mat that we use. It's like a little mattress that we have out there. It's great. It's nice. Love to use that. Little fireplace code, you know? See, what's great is that my parents' house, or at least my mom's house, she actually has a double fireplace. She's got one downstairs and then one right in her bedroom, which is right above it. There's a fireplace right above that. Which, dude, I mean, look, having a fireplace in your bedroom, that sounds nice. So what do we think? Do we think Graham's gonna stand firm, or do we think he's a cultist puppet? Personally, I could just shoot everybody here and call it a day. But I think this is the church that's growing. I mean, my gut says this. After he gets power of his family, he'll just continue as always. His murder will just be the start. A brush with death can make him more compassionate, make him see how precious life is. Yeah, let's be compassionate. We're the compassionate kind, right? Obviously, churchgoers want Brutus to be cremated. The men who brought Brutus to the crematorium are members of an Oakmont church. They mentioned a Lord of the Woods. I think that everything's gonna be fine. Okay. But I think that maybe some of these people deserve a chance to meet their god.
Ah, now that's a familiar smell. Like your dead skunk.
Myth, you need to experience -4 with no heating source. That'll make you not want snow.
Well made. Nice.
Ah. Why would you want me to experience that? Because personally, I don't see why anyone should experience that, let alone willingly. That sounds terrible. Why would you do that? Can I get some more ammo? Can't carry anymore. That's mind drugs. Well, luckily I have a solution for this. How many of those guys are left? In reality, there's only a few of these guys left. I don't necessarily want to take the bullets, but here we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Go down. There we go. Alright. And we're going to just round this all off together, and cult's gone. See, that's how you deal with cults. You beat them with a spade until they stop moving, and then whenever they stop moving, you keep beating them until you know they're dead. That's how Dad did it. That's how America does it. And that's how we avoid these things. It wasn't a choice. I got locked out of my family's house during a blizzard. Wow. And your family didn't bother to let you in? Have you considered finding a new family? And this is coming from somebody who has a very messed up family life. Like, if I actually bothered to sit here and tell... That rock is floating. Or no, it's not. Never mind. If I actually bothered to sit here and tell, like, all the different stories that I could of my family, you'd be like, wow, your families are dicks. Why are you so nice to them? Fokker does that now, but his level is, like, so ridiculously low. Or his tolerance level is so ridiculously low. I'm like, dude, it's family, man. You can't just do that to family. Oh, lucky me. Alright, so, apparently if you, so this is Dagon, apparently. Ah, Shab Niggurath. This is the, so this is a reference to, what is it called? The Dunwich Horror, if I'm not mistaken. Our basement flooded before winter. We had no heat. Furnace got wiped out. Sucked, I bet. So, anybody who's not familiar with Lovecraft, this is a picture of the Dunwich Horror down here. Or at least the depiction of it. I don't know what the hell that is down there. But the light doesn't help. It looks like a woman. But the longer I stare at this, apparently the more I don't like it, according to the game. Yeah, that looks like a woman. Multiple women? Hard to tell. Yeah, it does. I do not. Okay, I do not like staring at that. Got it. Noted. We went to the repair guys. Like, how bad is it? They were like, things fried. You want a new one? Oh God! Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! Look at this! Wow. That's. Oh, hold on. You son of a bitch. Trying to stay away. Okay, hold on. Now I gotta check this place out for more rodents. Make sure every single person in this cult is dead. I think it's all of them. You gotta make sure... This is the thing about cockroaches. You have to kill them all, otherwise they'll come back. Alright, so... Where was I? Right, this thing. This looks like the Dunwich Horror. That looks like a demon head. And that looks like a lady that is being, what's the word I'm looking for? Pleasured by the Dunwich Horror. So there's that. So This may be a reference to the Dunwich Horror, where Shab-Niggurath and a woman have sex and produce the goat child, and the Dunwich Horror, the monster itself. Is anybody else up there? I don't know. I gotta go tell Graham, though, that he's being used. Luckily, the altar with the bloody palm print is, it's fine. Everything's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. Oh, look. Stuff and things. Ah, look. Ooh, 38 rounds. Look at that. Ooh, more stuff. Man. Hell yeah. I only burned all my ammunition down here. What's, the least they can do is give me a little bit back. Giving back to the community. What is that noise? I hear something around here. Is there more evidence I need to collect? I heard something around here. Is it here? I heard something. Where is it? Where is it? I heard something around here. Either that or I'm actually going insane. Alright, let's just talk about this for a second. This is actually really great because it makes my brain think that there's something here. Which, by the way, the other reason why I think this is the Dunwich Horror is those look kind of like goat hooves. You know? Right there. I thought you moved. And that's one of the things in the Dunwich Horror is the goat hooves. And the Shab-Niggurath is the she who thirsts, if I'm not mistaken. Where she's like got the many mouths and whatnot, just like her or its son. Or I guess not really son, but whatever that thing is. Hello, what's this? Aha! This far old Brutus has refused the gifts of the Lord of the Woods and the fucking mother. This is our chance to change Oakmont once and for all. Help Graham, the son, to get rid of his father, and all the streets of the city shall be open for us. If Graham refuses our wishes, you know what you have to do. No. Aha! Graham had to deal with the church. Ooh, Graham wants to take Brutus's place. Graham is the one who tried to take Brutus's place as head of the family. Ooh, okay, so Graham is going to be a cultist puppet. Help Brutus. Brutus must be the head of the Carpenter family. He may be cruel, but at least he won't be manipulated by the cult. See, that little piece of evidence, I'm glad I double-checked it. I'm glad I double-checked it. Key evidence collected, not all evidence. Key evidence. Oh, never mind, all evidence collected. Alright, cool, let's get out of here. Yeah, Shab-Niggurath is that. You sacrifice your women to it, and it'll bless your Harriets and make your women get pregnant faster. Wait, I sacrifice my women to it, and in so doing, make my women get pregnant faster. Like, who would make this deal with these people? Like, I want more children faster. It's, well, okay, that's fine. I also want them to be partially, like, there we go. Oh, I love this. I love those. Here's, boom, there we go. It's the Fulton extraction. But yeah, you sacrifice your women to it, they get pregnant super fast, and it's like, yeah, but you condemn them to a life of, like, well, debauchery. Not Harriet's Harvest. Autocorrect finds the weirdest things. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to say, like, what? Make sure women get pregnant faster. Yeah, it'll bless your harvest. Yeah, so, again, it's weird, man. Like, these people are weird. Shad Yag Shab-Niggurath. Yag Sathoth. Sorry, that's all I remember from the actual old stories. Are you a member of the cult? Are you a member of the cult? Are you a member of the cult? God damn it!
He's completely mad.
He's completely mad. I'm just worshipping a mini-mouthed god that wants to rape women. Why are you so mad? Looks like I gotta go, deal with some troublesome people. If Graham refuses our wishes, you know what to do. That's right. So we should probably... Do we want to talk to... Where did we find Brutus? You have to remember the author of the story is absolutely terrified of the idea of race mixing. He definitely was. He was a pretty radical racist, I'm not gonna lie. He hated a lot of people, but that man, you know, he's also a communist, so you gotta keep that in mind too. Communists really are not great people. In pretty much every single scenario. Where is he? I forget. A favor for the bartender. I don't remember where he is. I genuinely don't remember where he is. Is there a mark? Please don't tell me I took it off. Or is he over? No, he's at Toothless Bob's Wake. I think he's in the inn. The Seven Oaks? Or is he down over here? I can't remember which. Maybe it's this one. I genuinely don't remember. Yeah, H.P. Lovecraft was a bit of a weird guy. That man clearly had some problems, and I'm not talking about because of his writing. I mean, just in general, that man had some problems. Like, the way he... Just looking at him, you could tell that there's something just not quite right in the head. Like, his pictures have him looking a little bit like... Not stoned. That's not the right word. It's almost like he's just not all there. Like, there's, like, people that you look at, and they're like, oh, you're looking beyond me because you think you see something. It's kind of weird. But yeah, no, I think that this is a man who is deeply troubled and had terrible nightmares. As he admits to, he had terrible, terrible nightmares. And as a matter of fact, I believe that many of the monsters that he would talk about in the stories were monsters that plagued him in the night. These are things that, according to him, would just, like, I want to say, like, especially like the little harpy thingies, they would just appear in his room. And from there, he would just extrapolate stories about them, and that's where like he would get a lot of his stories, if I'm not mistaken, from just not making it up, because that's not quite what he did, but he would. Oh, okay, no, well, I could use this. He would, what was it? He would make stories about them so that he would feel better about what was going on, because he couldn't control the dreams, he couldn't make them stop, but what he could do is he could at least, like, I guess, give them stories to go along with them, which is, I can understand that. I get it. You know, I can understand that. You're trying to find some way to control the horrible things that you keep dreaming about. I mean, like, when I was a kid, I had a terrible time sleeping, and part of that was because of nightmares. I didn't want to sleep. So I can understand where he's coming from on that regard. The difference is that, I guess I handled it a little bit better than he did. I'm not the one writing horrible stories. Where is... So where am I going? Help Graham the son get rid of his father and all the streets that will be open for us. Graham refuses. So where am I going with this? Am I going back to Graham? Or am I going back to... I'm kind of confused as where to go now, because, I guess we'll just go back to Graham and see what happens. I mean, you never know. Yeah, if you read a lot of his stuff, which I still find fascinating. I still find Lovecraft's work very fascinating, but like I read it with a little bit of sadness because it's like I know these are all these things that just plague that poor guy, like from childhood. From childhood, he had these horrible monsters in his dreams that he could never get rid of. Good God, could you imagine that? Could you imagine, like, from your childhood to your adulthood being plagued with night terrors that you just could not get away from every night? It's the same thing. A new monster comes and visits you. Oh yeah, I'd be freaking out of my mind too. Not to mention that he was also an occultic person. So not only was he involved in the occult, which is very much true, he was also a kind of person that just had horrible nightmares that just wouldn't go away. And he was a commie. Like, that's a triple whammy there, bud. He ain't coming back from that one. Alright, which one is the entrance? His mother was locked away in an insane asylum. I think his father did later as well. Yeah, that's right. He also, that's right. His family had a history of mental instability. I don't want to say illness. This is not right. Instability. Which did not help. And I think his mother was also involved in the occult as well. So there's that. Hello. That's a very bright color for this this game. Where are we? You know, sometimes what you really need is just hello. You know, sometimes what you need to do is you just need to sing a little bit of Jesus Loves Me, and that'll help, okay? Just you know, just sometimes you need a little bit of Jesus Loves Me in your life, okay? There's nothing wrong with that.
Pick your poison.
Just, you don't need to be dealing with that crap. I genuinely do not remember where this guy is. I don't think, maybe I removed it off the list. The courier's final, maybe that's what it is. The courier's final destination, maybe that's where I'm supposed to go. But yeah, that guy was set up for failure right off the bat. But I can see why his works got so much attention. It was very much a different thing at the time. Like, it's a very, very different. He was writing at a time when heavy occultism was actually running rampant through Europe and the United States. So you have this fascination with the occult on top of somebody who is writing about things that are about the occult, or what, I forget what he specifically calls it, and giving fantastical stories that really don't threaten anything. They're just like, oh, but what if, and horrible things, and oh no, and the humanity, and oh god, there's no hope. Like, it's that was very in vogue at the time. Something that was disillusioned very quickly after a few wars. The Thule Society was weird. The Thule Society. I am not familiar with that. What is the Thule Society? Oh no. Oh god. I am not familiar with the Thule Society. Explain to me. Well, like I'm 5. But there was lots of that stuff. It was an organization in National High Command that believed in the occult. That sounds about right. Why does that sound so accurate? Nazi. Oh, that, okay. Alright, well, I guess I'm not going that way. Can I go this way? Okay, there we go. That was weird. I get what this is supposed to be, but it honestly seems kind of counterproductive. The pathing is a bit awkward because I can't really get around it anywhere. There we go. Nazi High Command. Yeah. Okay, yeah. But then again, the Nazis were always kind of fascinated with like the occult in general. Okay, run! You're not taking my booty virginity. Not today. Not today. I like how this is the barricade. That's the barricade between it and just like utter horribleness. Wait, hold on. Is it in here? That's because Hitler was a member of the Thule Society and he helps to spread it. I mean, that explains a lot. Yeah, well, when it comes to lots of the Nazi occult stuff, it's stuff that I don't really look much into. What? It's not something that I look into, but it's also not something that I if you look at it, you kind of need to look at it in order to really understand what it is. Like, you need to actually understand what some of the stuff they believe is. Ow. A brooch. Ow. Am I going the wrong way, or... No? I know Hitler was not a fan of Christianity. I know that he did not like it. Despite the modern reinterpretation of what all that is, Hitler was not a fan of Christianity at all. He hated Christianity. That man despised Christians. He had to deal with Christians. Is the right way that he would go. Because as he said himself, he would prefer a world where he got to have Muslims, because Muslims are fanatical and violent. Although I am paraphrasing slightly. I think this is it. Yummy. Pistol rounds. Is this it? I want to say this is it. Ooh, scrap metal. Oh, it's a trap. Ooh, I also want a desk like this. Alright, Austin, help me out here, man. Help me out here. Where am I going? I gotta find Brutus. Where the hell's Brutus? Because I thought that he was in a safe house. But it doesn't actually show me where he is. I mean, unless he's back over at his estate, but even then, that doesn't really show me where it is either. They believe that the world was originally frozen from ice asteroids that distorted Atlantis, and the Germans were the remnants of an uber race that survived the ice age, and that by restricting their bloodlines, they could become great again. Or restoring their bloodlines, they could become great again. That is some serious DMT. They were taking some serious drugs. They were taking lots of drugs. I mean, it's bad. Brutus is the crippled guy in the smuggler den. The smuggler's den. The smuggler's den. That's where I thought it was. Where's the smuggler's den? I was there. There's the fish market. Where's the smuggler's den? Oh, wait. Is it? Smuggler's hideout. There we go. Is that it? That must be it. Aha! I was there. I was right in the first. I was right the first time. I made a boo boo. Oh, while I'm here, let's go. Let's go looking. Oh God. Okay, time to leave. I'm done looking. We're leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Yeah, no, occult stuff is always weird, because, like, the problem I have with a lot of the occult stuff is that there's some of it that rings a little too close to history, and that always makes me uncomfortable. Like, you know, like, if you look at some very old fertility temples and whatnot, like, oh, I can see where they're getting some of these stories from, or maybe I can understand where they're coming from. I don't like it. Like, one of the oldest stories in the human tradition is the story of Atlantis. It's existed since, like, the beginning of human history. Or sorry, modern history. The best lies are those that have a bit of truth to them. Yeah, but that's the thing, is that which part is true, right? That's kind of the point. Which one of them, which part of it is the truth? And the best stories... You're not wrong. The best stories, they have a little bit of truth to them. Because it lends a bit of credence to them. And this is one of those things where I kind of play with the idea of, can, like, on a fundamental level, like, I think a lot of people know the truth when they hear it. They made the Nazis cool. Oh, jeez. Well, like, I mean, so there's an idea that I've toyed around with where, like, if you don't have any basis for reality, then, you know, can you actually tell what the truth is, kind of thing. But there was something that I was kind of thinking about where I was like, well, but there's some things that I hear not having any real reference point for it, and going, no, that makes sense. That sounds right. You know, just based off of, you know, what you know, I can seem to be correct. Now, like, if somebody says, oh, well, this person said this, I'm like, I don't think they mean. I mean, Wolfenstein games wouldn't be as neat without them. That's true. Actually, you know what's really funny, and I'm gonna get yelled at? That full society is the most interesting part of German history during World War II. Really? You think that is? All right, fair enough.
Fresh fish. Just caught, mister.
But hey, to each their own. I have never played a Wolfenstein game. I've never played one of them. I had friends that played them, but they weren't really a big thing whenever I was growing up. Nobody really, like, some people played them, but they never really were big into them. And so I never played any of the Wolfenstein games. I've occasionally toyed with the idea of getting them and playing them, but I've never done it. I really started to learn about the society, and it's weird. Well, that's because you're learning about German World War II history. It is. Wars or politics by themselves are more interesting. That's just history rhyming. Well, yeah, but the thing is that nothing happens in a vacuum, right? Nothing happens in a vacuum. So when you start reading about history and politics, like, these things led to those events because it's dominoes falling. It's the next set of dominoes falling as the dominoes keep falling. Everything is a reaction to that thing that came before. And so, like right now, what was it? Like the Ukraine war. Right now, you have a bunch of things that are covering that. I say not covering that up. That's not really the truth. You have a lot of obfuscation as to why things are happening, right? And I would like to sometimes go back and look and say, okay, well, let's look at the world 7 years ago. Because wars don't just start out of nowhere. They build and they build and they build and then they build, and then there's that breaking point. Once you hit that breaking point, that's when the war starts. That's the point of no return. And as I've kind of been reading a little bit of Clausewitz, and that's kind of one of those things that I've kind of always understood, but I've never really kind of applied the lesson to. But now that I've read it, and he kind of explains it like that, like, you know, everything has a breaking point, and so when things start to build, the reason the war hasn't started is because the pressure to build beyond that point hasn't reached critical mass. Once critical mass is hit, you can't stop it. The war's going to happen. But at the same time, when that pressure release is completed, there's nothing you can do to start it again. And I thought that was a very interesting way of looking at it, is that he's describing certain aspects of war as you would like a physics problem. Is pressures, releases, things like that. And I was like, this is a very interesting way of looking at how politics works, because it's not wrong. If you suppress something long enough, it will explode. You know, that's just like a pressure cooker. We use this analogy all the time, but we kind of don't really use it as, like, when it comes to war and buildup. But it would be obviously true. If it works on a small scale, it's going to work on a larger scale. Maybe not the exact same way, but it's going to work. It's going to work close enough. They would use real science because that was Joule science. So the society created their own brand of science to make sure it aligned with their viewpoints, and it took weird turns. You mean like whenever they took Jesus out of the Bible, or the fact that Jesus was a Jew out of the Bible?
I'd have broken all your bones, fella, if Papa Brute hadn't put you
Just
off
calm
limits.
down. No need for violence.
I found the culprit.
I know who's behind the attempt on your life, Mr. Carpenter.
And don't make me wait, kid.
What will you do once you're back?
First, I want to know what your plans are for when you resume as head of the family.
Everything will go back to how it was before. Tradition exists for a reason, kid. Besides, it's none of your damn business.
It was your son, Graham. He got mixed up with some kind of cult. They helped him to create your doubles.
My son? You'd better be sure about this.
I am. He paid for your cremation. I found this letter in the cultist's lair. There's no doubt it was him.
Graham was in cahoots with these wackos? That's hard to take in. I mean, we've had our differences, but this...
I'm sorry, Mr. Carpenter. I don't mean to be rude, but there's still the matter of smuggling my client out of Oakmont.
Yeah, right. Okay, kid. You've done well. I'll keep my end of the bargain. Your man will leave the Borg tomorrow night. Tell him to be ready.
Oof.
Thank you.
I would be interested.
What's your business, kid?
Punish the upstart. It's too Brutus. This guy just stares longingly into, like, the open ocean, just looking into the dark abyss. Ukraine war stems from Crimea voting to rejoin Russia, and the Ukraine disputing that, and the Western powers interfering repeatedly. Yeah, but the thing is, why did we start interfering? Like, this is the thing. Like, these are the most recent events, but there's a build-up that comes to, right? That was the breaking point. That was the pressure that couldn't resist any longer. So what were the steps before it? Obviously, the U.S. government and a lot of politicians launder money through Ukraine. You've got blatant political and election interfering by the U.S. government. The Western powers keep interfering because they've been laundering money through the Ukraine. Yeah. And so this could be a simple scenario of it's just money. It's it. It's just about money laundering, which is possible. It's very possible that's it. It requires the fewest explanations, but I don't know if that's the only reason.
Pick your poison.
I thought this is the guy I was talking to, right? I made the necessary arrangements for Fred's escape. Now it's time to answer. The last time we met, Fred was in the the basement of the fish market. That's okay. Sorry, wrong way. Wrong way. So so the next question is for the money laundering, and this is another thing. What is the purpose of the money laundering? Is it self-enrichment or is it something else? Biden tipped his hand when he demanded the investigator be suspended from investigating Hunter, or he would halt the billions paid out to the Ukrainian government. See, that's where I think this really kind of starts to kick off a little bit. Up until that point, I'm not sure it would have really. I'm not sure the Ukraine war would have started. But again, I'm not certain. I don't know enough about it to actually say one way or the other. All I do know is that it's a war that when it first started going off, I was like, we need to stay out of this. It's not our problem. When in reality, it is our problem. We started it, but we should still stay out of it. This is now an issue between Ukraine and Russia, ironically because of our involvement. I'm not saying Russia's the good guy. I'm just saying that this is not our problem. This is not our business, and we should not have gotten involved to begin with. I know that probably makes some people very unhappy, but it's the truth. I like how the metal door makes it sound like a wooden door.
It's done, Fred. The carpenters will be getting in touch soon. Now, do you have something for me?
All that to do this.
Perfect. All right, listen up. I've arranged a meeting with a certain high-ranking member of the EOD. His name is Ebony Blackwood.
Blackwood, huh? Yeah, I may have run into him once or twice.
If the Order knows something, it's a good bet that Ebony does too. If they have your professor, he knows where she's being kept. I'll give you the address of the meeting place. He'll be expecting me, not you. So keep your wits about you.
All right. Thanks, Fred. Good luck and safe travels.
Thanks. I'll need it.
Huzzah.
Go! Quickly now.
I have a battle rifle. Huzzah! Alright, Central Reed Heights. I'll read some of that in just a second. Central Reed Heights, Sam Reed Street between Innsmouth Road and Oak Street. Oak Street? Innsmouth Road and Oak Street. It's Sam Reed Street. Okay, so it's right here. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a bolt action. What the heck? Wow, that... Oh, it's a rolling block rifle? Is that what this is? It's a single shot rifle? Oh, good lord. Good lord. Oh, that makes me unhappy. That makes me extremely unhappy. I think there's a number of interesting pockets getting lined from the laundering through Ukraine. A large portion of it is funding into the UN members and feeding crap like the WEF, etc. We fed billions to the Ukraine in the last 3 to 4 years, and they've admitted that a large portion of it has gone missing. That's because it's not meant to be anywhere. It's not meant to be found in one specific place. What are you talking about? Like, you're insane if you think that money is supposed to go somewhere useful. Alright, now let's get the heck out of here. Let's go do stuff. I want them to give you a sawed-off Mosin Nagant. Oh, God, no. No. That is a crime. That is a terrible crime. Mosins aren't, like, amazing guns, but they don't deserve that. They're not that bad. Just a giant thunder stick. No, but no. Okay, look. Mosins are like an elegant kind of simple, okay? They're not like the prettiest guns. They're not the best guns. They're not the most reliable guns, but they're good, solid guns. You know, there's no reason. Mosins are good rifles for what they are. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with them. Sawing off the barrel of a Mosin. Good God. It does not deserve that. It doesn't. It's done nothing to deserve such treatment. What a terrible thing to do to a perfectly good rifle. My heart hurts just from the idea. Oh God. Oh jeez. Ow. Ow. God dang it. Apparently, the clan members are out to get me, so that's cool. Oh, he's gonna have some hard time thinking. Crap.
The killer knew what he was doing. A clean strike, and deep. This isn't Evernote.
That guy's dead. Luckily, the ghosts will guide me. That's not unsettling. Like, what do you see? I see lots of handprints and bodies. It's like, thank God. Dear Professor Doe, I appreciate your quick response. It's unfortunate that meeting you in person would implicate us both. Your hallucinations do indeed sound unusual, and the asylum hacks wouldn't be able to make any sense of it, but I can. Just recently, I've read about a certain phenomena that contains commonalities to these visions. At a later date, I'll inform you about my findings. Keep me updated about any new fits you experience, and please stay safe. It is absolutely paramount that you do. Kind regards, E.B. E.B. Farnham.
This isn't Evernote.
Also a good TV show. Deadwood, for what it is. Chopping the barrel actually ruins the effectiveness of the round. It won't stabilize, and you'll split giant fireballs from your much slower rounds, and most of your powder just burns off. See, you gain nothing from this. Hello, Mr. Constellation thing. Yeah, no, like I said, it doesn't deserve that. CA 24 or 23, I'm sorry, the one savior will seal the gates. NEX, I forget what M is. C3, hundreds will fall while one succeeds. AMU, MCA, the will of the one will break the cycle. DML, XXII, for there can only be one. I've seen people make 1200 meter shots at the 9130. I'm not familiar with that rifle. Unfortunately, I am not familiar with that rifle. Alright, I found a very cryptic note, which is obviously cryptic. And if the FBI found it, we would be guilty of, you know, the Mazen sniper variant. Ah, I see. Nope. First minute step immediately between. So we still need to find out where this place can go for us. I am not what has happened to me. I am what I choose to become. Look at that. See, look at that. That's a very inspiring thing with a very creepy little note. So I had a neighbor who had one of
Someone
those.
shot this place up good.
I had a neighbor who had a Mosin, and it was pretty good. He
Someone
enjoyed
shot
it.
this place up good.
He took very good care of it, except for the fact that he hadn't oiled it in a little bit. But I mean, it was still a good rifle. It wasn't rusted or anything. But I enjoyed looking at it. But I was like, how much do you want for this? And he's like, no. This came from like whenever his family, like, well, let's say his family, whenever he fled the Soviet bloc, like as a child. So he literally grabbed one of those things, or they grabbed one, I guess, when they fled Russia at some point. 9130 is the long barrel version and commonly came with a scope. Well, you know, look, Metal Gear Solid has taught me one thing. When you add any kind of attachment to a rifle or a weapon, it automatically changes the model. In the early 2000s, you could buy one for like $100. See, no, his was a legit like Russian Mosin, like straight from the block. Like it was imported properly
this
and
is
everything.
Evernote.
It was great. It was a very interesting piece. Get out, leave now. Okay. Oh, hey, well, I found Evernote. We have warned you, still you return. They had a bunch of surplus that was imported as curios and relics. They are legit. I mean, well, maybe. Again, all I can say is that his was then. That was like 3 years ago. So, we have warned you, still you return. This is our final message. Go back underwater or die. Reed Heights is under our protection. The police won't help you. No one will. This reminds me of the movie we watched, or at least I watched the end of last night, which, by the way, as weird as that movie was, I would say that, like, I would be interested to watch that movie from its, like, beginning to end. The Shadow over Innsmouth. Now, there's still lots of stuff in that's really dumb, but still. I wish we could still buy rifles for that price. Father brought an SKS with 100 rounds for Trinity when he was young.
Maybe they'll finally get it. The Order ain't welcome in this part of town.
Oof.
The Imperial Wizard's gonna deal with you, Blackwood.
Alright. Okay.
Mr. Blackwood, we're under attack.
I surrender. Take me, and let my people leave.
Time to figure this out.
Let's put on our thinking caps. That's the first clue. Hold on, I need to think the Blues Clues song. The one like that's the first clue.
The Imperial Wizard's gonna... Maybe they'll finally get it. The Order ain't welcome in this part of town. Mr. Blackwood, we're under attack.
I surrender.
Is that it?
Take me, and let my people leave.
Nope. Okay, that was the wrong order. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's do this. Well, this seems like the easy one. That's one.
The Imperial Wizard's gonna deal with you, Blackwood.
Is it two?
Mr. Blackwood,
Three.
we're under attack.
I surrender. Take me, and let my people leave.
And four.
Maybe they'll finally get it. The Order ain't welcome in this part of town.
Nope. Okay, I am overthinking this, or I am way underthinking this. Fish
The Imperial
KKK,
Wizard's
the exact
gonna deal with
opposite.
you, Blackwood.
I would see you are no up to where I am myth. I can't see how they're going to make the clan look evil when they're killing a race of demon obsessed fit. Yeah, exactly. That was my first thought of this. Was that so? What you're telling me is the clanners. This is number 4.
The Imperial Wizard's gonna deal with you, Blackwood.
That's the last one. I was thinking this the
Maybe
way
they'll
around.
finally get it. The Order ain't welcome in this part of town. Mr. Blackwood, we're under attack.
I surrender. Take me, and let my people leave.
4.
The Imperial Wizard's gonna deal with you, Blackwood.
But yeah, so they actually... Okay, so hold on. Alright, so these are the last 2 then. Okay, cool. So it's... This was just weird for the order. So it's 1...
Mr. Blackwood,
2.
we're under attack.
Yeah, the KKK are actually the
I
ones
surrender.
keeping the EOD out of the city.
And let my people leave.
Maybe they'll finally get it. The Imperial Wizard's gonna deal with you, Blackwood.
The
There we
meeting
go.
place was attacked. Evernote was carried off while his escort's bodies were left as a warning.
Mind Palace! The Hooded Massacre. The first, the last. One savior. There we go. Alright. Okay, so, like like, I can't say I'm a supporter of the Klan, but a broken clock is right twice a day. Killing fishmen might be one of those times. Do I agree? The demon fishmen, after watching The Shadow over Innsmouth, I mean, you kind of have to agree. Like, oh yeah, no, those are bad people. Those are bad people. The fish people are bad. What I did think was kind of weird is that that movie yesterday, the ending was. I knew the twist was coming, but when that twist came, I was like, wow, that's pretty rough. 1942, matching with accessories is $2,200. Well, of course there is. Of course it's expensive. Are you expecting it to be not expensive? Let's see. The meeting places in Reed Heights fell under a well-organized assault. Evernote Blackwood was taken prisoner and his associates were massacred. The attackers did not fear the police, and this obviously wasn't their first act. They wore hoods and used knives. Alright, so these are evidence. This is all evidence I need to go use at a lovely place called the Police Department. Where's my nearest, place? I could have probably got it for $300 about 20 years ago. I wish I had. Well, I mean, yeah, but the dollar was different 20 years ago, so there's also that. I won't talk about anything that I have normally because I have, I don't have much of a collection, but I got a few things that I really enjoy. But yeah, no, if I ever find something that's worth the money, I'll probably try and buy it. I'll find a Scar L for $300 or for like what, $1,000, $3,000. That'll show me that's how you know I'll be a professional then. I'll probably make a Glock or two once I get my next printer. See, I don't like modern firearms. There's no character to them. Modern firearms suck when it comes to character. It's like modern cars. They all look the freaking same. They all look like the same garbage. They all came off the same printer, the same mind. There's nothing interesting about them. They all have the same crap. I'll never buy a Glock, but I'll make one for $200. That's fair. Violent crimes. Suspects. Instruments of crime. Yes. Felony lynching. ZH Comstock. C. Borshoff. Unidentified accomplices. Suspects apprehended at the Orion Club, St. Michael's Road, south of University Street, Central Advent. Tries to KKK confirmed. Yeah, but this is the KKK that's actually obviously the good guys. It's just they grabbed the wrong guy this time. Because I need this guy. Let's see. Say the wrong guy this time. They grabbed, I guess, the right guy this time? I don't know. They're going after the right people. The fish people. The EOD. I worded that wrong. That came out very wrong. Oh, please don't clip that. St. Michael's Road. South of University Street. Central Advent Street. Central Advent Street. And St. Michael's Road. South of University Street. Where's Central Advent Street? Central Advent Street, where are you? You know, one of the things that, like, now that I'm thinking about it, University Street, okay, so that's Central Advent Road. Central Advent, where the hell is that? So here's St. Michael Street. Here's University Street. Central Advent Street, where is this? Carpenter Street. Am I overthinking this? Central Advent Street. Central Advent Street. I mean, St. Michael's Road, south of University Street. Okay, so it's down here. Maybe like here, maybe? I'm thinking there. You know, one of the things that I wanted to do, speaking, you know, since we were talking about college earlier, there was a lot of stuff that I wanted to do right out of college, and even during college, and I was really, really excited about doing them. One of them, once I left the medical stuff behind, and I wanted to go like actually get a degree in IT of some kind. I wanted to get a degree in technology in something. I didn't really know what. I wanted to be a game designer. I wanted to be a programmer. I wanted to actually make my own video games. And I had a whole notebook just full of ideas, and most of them are pretty terrible. But then again, most ideas that you're just kind of coming up with are terrible. But there's some that I think that, like, even then that I wrote down as, like, throwaway ideas. Like, oh, this is an exercise in, not in futility, but it's an exercise in just trying to get the brain going. And there were two that probably stand out to me today. One of them was a game that I was going to lovingly call Bulkheads. And it was like a little mobile game, because mobile games were really hot at the time. And it was just a game where you had, like, the whole gimmick of the game was very, very simple. It was, hey, you can fly a spaceship and do battle with other spaceships, but, you know, as you're going around and doing your little missions, you could fight somebody and they could blow a hole in your ship. And, like, you had to have your guys repair it, they could get sucked out of the ship. It was a very simple idea. But another one that I really liked, that I think would really work today, is, and I never had a name for it, I just had an idea for it. I hope this is it. Was the idea of, well, what if you were like an NPC, like an NPC character, and you're in a very generic, like, oh, this is the one town in this entire place, and adventurers leave the city to go fight evil and monsters and yada 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 yada, you know, all that stuff. But like, you sold them like their gear, but had to go out and find it because most of them would come, like, they wouldn't make it. Like, most of the adventurers would die because, you know, adventuring is dangerous. And so I was like, what if I could do that? What if I could make a video game like that? I think that, especially nowadays with the really hardcore indie market that people want, I think right now that would be a really great video game. That'd be a lot of fun. Is just, hey, we sold this guy like a sword and a cloak and like a bow and arrow, and him and his party, we sold him a couple of health potions. I think there's already some version of the second game. Oh, damn it, of course there is. The problem is when I floated a lot of these ideas back in the day, I had friends at the time, they're like, this will never sell, this will never work, we can't do it, we're brand new, we have no idea what we're doing. And I was like, who cares? Neither does anybody else, we could do it. And I could never get any traction on it. But man, there are moments where I'm like, oh, that's right, I remember doing this, and maybe I still have that notebook lying around somewhere. And if I ever find it, I will read some of those things off there, because one, I think it'd be fun to kind of just make fun of the stupid ideas I had, and then two, like, oh, maybe these aren't bad ideas. Maybe they're worth looking into, and like be finding some people that can help me make it. It's gonna be expensive as sin, but. Where is this? Central Street. Central Advent. St. Michael's Road, south of University Street. Oh, okay, not Central Advent Street. Oh my god. I kept reading Central Advent Street. These motherfuckers with Moses and 22 long rifle. Why fucking even? Oh, well, you know. So St. Michael's Street, or St. Michael's Road, south of University Street. Okay. Look, 22 long rifle is probably one of my favorite. It is my favorite gun to just go shoot and plink things with. However, it is not a viable rifle because sometimes those things do not work. Those things go off for no reason, and sometimes they don't go off for no reason. There it is. Well, oh good. Oh hell, wow. Okay, here we are. We're starting early, are we? Apparently the EOD got to these people too. I like how nobody's bothering to come in here right now.
Bled to death. What's going on here?
Somebody's cleaning house and making a very, very powerful statement. Let's try. I have a rifle to play with. Let's use my rolling block rifle. I don't want to bother with anything that isn't an actual useful round. I know I can shoot a fucking squirrel with a 22 long rifle. I don't need to practice with that. Yeah, but it's fun. It's a fun rifle. Wow, this thing is useless. Oh look, it's not only a burning cross. That's weird. Twist his dick off. I mean, that might be more effective. Hello.
You look like you've been run over, pal. What happened?
What does it look like? It was that damned prisoner.
It's like Elvis. Evernote.
You mean Evernote, the preacher.
They have a bunch of bed sheets. They do.
We didn't exchange business cards. One of the order. And I'm just a guard. I need a rest. And a stiff drink.
So is there anyone around here who knows what's going on?
Go ask the wizard. Upstairs.
It's a dry cleaner. Nothing nefarious going on here.
Is it getting dark in here?
Here.
You brought this on yourself when you joined the clan.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. I thought it was like going to give
There,
him something.
take you. It's getting cold.
I wanted to give him something for the pain, but I guess not. You know, because, you know, a lot of people didn't sympathize with the Klan in 1916. Yeah, no, absolutely not. But, you know how they say, things in fashion have cycles. I'll just leave that there. As much as I hate to say that, like, it, you know, things run in cycles.
The door won't budge. The door won't budge.
Well, how am I gonna get up there, dude?
It's getting cold.
Well, I meant to give you... Oh, hello. Of course. Apparently everybody here is an elusive mage. They can just make this stuff as the... Oh, this guy's dead.
Ah, this isn't Evernote.
Eventually I'll find him. Ah, the hopping birds. Very good. Alright, hopping bird, where am I going? Oh, up. Okay, up. I could have figured that out. Whoa, what the hell was that? Evernote Blackwood is behind on his rent. There have been enough warnings. Send men to make an example of his operation. Make it look good for the newspapers. They are fish faces after all. P.S. See what he was up to while you're at it. If Blackwood's trustworthy, I'm gosh darn Teddy Roosevelt. Well, Teddy Roosevelt wasn't exactly... Well, I guess he was trustworthy. It's just that he was a progressive, which makes him a bad person by default. He's just the least of the bad people. Alright, now let's see. Oh, wow, they handed me 10 38 rounds? Good lord, I'm about to walk into something nasty. Yeah, they just handed me a bunch of stuff, which now scares me to death. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's it? That's what we got? All that for nothing? Alright. Nope, nothing in here. Alright, cool. Alright, Flappy Birds are in here. Alright, so we got that. Alright, I'm confused. Let's see if this guy... Maybe it opened up more dialogue options? I don't know.
It's getting cold.
Nope. Alright.
This is an Evernote.
Alright, we'll just go walking around y'all. Bird flies this way, but everything ends. This way? No. This way? But it ends. So, am I missing something? I mean, I have to be. Obviously, I'm missing something. What the hell is it? EOD is banned. Oh, that's the mark of Dagon. Ah, I didn't even realize that until just now. It's the mark of Dagon. I don't know why I didn't recognize that, but I was like, oh, it's Dagon. What the hell was that? There's something up there? Oh, jeez. Okay, that's alright. Whoops. Oh, dear. It appears that there was a bit of a struggle and somebody's icebox fell on the vagina with teeth. Ah, yes, friends. Oh, God. Girdle on that son of a bitch.
That is not normal.
No, it is not. Then again, nothing in this city is normal. Like, that is an understatement. Like, ah, this is not normal. Yeah, I'm aware. Man, somebody harpooned them. I, Everett Blackwood, am innocent. My only goal is to save the city from its descent into madness and ensure the safety of Harriet Doe. It fell down the hole.
Look at these things. Someone's way too fond of causing pain.
Yes, they are. Oh, hello.
Think you're funny, Blackwood. A confession. A real one. Write it down while you've still got fingers.
That sounds like a fish person. Just ate 3 shotgun shells to the face. Hello. There we go. Man, there's a lot of these guys that just took a single shot to the gut. I'm not saying I wouldn't go down either. I'm just saying I noticed a lot of gut shots.
Budge.
There we go. I mean, my favorite weapon right now is exclusively the shotgun. It's the only one so far that's done anything useful.
budge.
Not going to check the door on the 3rd level. I did. Alright, you won't budge. See? Watch. You kidding me? They're not going to give me... Do you think the game's going to make it that easy? No, 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 no. I have to go I have to be Mr. Private Eye. I have to go through the holes in the floor.
Bled to death. What's going on here?
The only problem is that doesn't really answer any of my questions. There's obviously something here that I'm missing. God forbid you just bust the lock. I can't bust the lock on this thing. There's nothing to bust.
Door won't budge.
See? I hate manufacturing difficulty like that. It's not the end of the world. Just gotta find a way up or something.
That is not normal.
It's not a straight cut, straight cut answer. Make it make sense. I mean, I'm not trying to make it make sense. I'm saying, like, this whole city is just one giant nightmare. So it's just like, okay, well,
Look at these things. Someone's way too fond of causing pain.
There's obviously a piece of something that I'm missing here. Oh, a nickel key. That's what I'm missing. They put a bunch of stuff next to each other. This will probably unlock the door. Yep, there it is.
Hey, you can't just waltz in here. This club is off limits to non-members, especially you damn newcomers. Who am I kidding? The club's a blasted war zone. I've got wounded here, and we're all on edge. Who are you, anyway?
Charles Reed, private investigator. I'm looking for one of your recent, guests.
Right, you mean that bloody preacher from the fish market? This is all his fault. He was the one who summoned those beasts.
How did he summon them?
You're kidding me. How did he pull that off?
Pull that off? Do I look like some rotten fish-faced warlock to you? How should I know? He just did. And all in all that commotion, he escaped.
Was the preacher's name Evernote by any chance?
That's the one. We've been hunting down.
You're telling me that you
slimy
couldn't keep your
rock
hands on a
for
slimy fish
that
guy?
Seems like a lot of trouble to go to. And why bother? What's so special about him?
He's a pain in the ass, is what? That man doesn't have any respect for the way things are done around here.
You were pulling his teeth, to be fair.
This should be good. So what did he do to cross you, exactly?
Clearly you're not supposed to
Look
like these
around.
guys.
This place is crawling with wild beasts. It's obvious he's up to no good. We'd never have known a thing about it if he wasn't behind in his damned rent.
It's rent.
Rent? Oh, don't tell me you jokers are landlords.
I like how they're pretending that the
no
KKK wasn't an
You know how it
influential
is.
part of politics in the
Reed
United
Heights,
States
Advent,
through
Old
the
Grove,
50s.
Dangerous places without the right kind of
Hell,
protection.
through the 60s too.
If I didn't know better, I'd say that sounded like a protection racket to me.
Your words, not mine. Besides, our group's got to get funding somehow. Robes and ammunition aren't cheap.
What world are these people living in? This is 1916. This is not a time of black liberation. This is not a time where the KKK is considered to be negative. It is not. This is just a generic movement at this time, widely accepted, mind you, as well. Like, this is not a moment of contention either. Like, the KKK is not exactly a bad organization in 1916, according to many, many people. Well, that lived at the time. It is a terrible organization. But, like, for this guy to be like, oh, man, that's ridiculous. Like, dude, the odds of him actually being at least a sympathizer is pretty damn high. Like, it's not 100%, but it's beyond 50%. It's high. At the very least, he doesn't dislike them.
Did anyone see where he went?
I'd bet good money he went back to his hideout. I'll go after him, but I have to take care of my wounded men first.
So, You gonna tell me where he is?
It's your life, buddy. The scouts I sent after him never came back.
Who exactly are you?
You're addressing the Imperial Wizard Gordon Mayer, newcomer. Show some damn respect.
The Imperial Wizard.
Never heard of an Imperial Wizard. Is that some kind of rank?
That's right, smart guy. It is. It's the highest rank in the clan.
Am I right in thinking Aberno pleaded for the lives of his men?
And what if he did?
Oh, yeah, of course. It only gives me the one option.
Oh, he's killing prisoners, the kind of thing honorable men are doing now.
That's enough out of you, jackass!
Oh, of course. Now I gotta... Hell, even Red Dead Redemption 2 didn't make me fight the clan, I don't think. Or if it did, I don't remember, because I don't remember having much to deal with the clan. I remember they made fun of the clan, which I thought was kind of interesting, too. Like with the part where the clanners try to set the cross on fire, but then set themselves on fire. I thought that was funny. Kind of dumb, but I thought it was funny. I'm not going to kill a guy who's wounded. I'm not going to do that. I don't care if he's a racist. I'm not going to shoot somebody who's unarmed and not going to hurt me. He's completely irrelevant. The best part of Red Dead Redemption 2 was going after the suffragettes. I don't think I ever made it that far. Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of those games that I started, and I spent more time hunting and fishing and like trying to do that stuff than I did the actual main campaign. I think whenever I couldn't move any further in the main game, that's when I started doing other stuff. Like, or sorry, when I couldn't do any more of the, oh, let's see, the EOD is dangerous. But yeah, I remember, I think even in my current game playthrough that I haven't touched in probably over a year, I never finished the main game. I never got to the end. I think I made it to Cuba, and that's when I was like, I'm kind of bored. And all I did was do hunting and fishing. Like, I just did that. I was like, I understand, like, you know, oh my gosh, Arthur, we need to go and save the... No, we're gonna go fishing. Oh, that was very relaxing to me, just sit there catching fish. It's like, oh, I'm gonna put some cheese on the end of this thing. And then there was the guy who gets you, like, the Legend of Zelda Advanced Lures. And I was like, oh, yay! Oh, it is true. If you put fishing in your game, I'll do it. But I'll very rarely go fishing in real life. But there is something deeply, deeply cathartic about fishing. I don't know what it is, but there is something there. The older I get, the more I'm like, you know what, I can do that. I can do that. I have a plan, Dutch. Yeah, exactly. I have a plan, Arthur. Arthur, trust the plan. What's the plan? I'm going to turn you all in, Arthur. You see it coming from a mile away. I mean, Skipper Road and Marsh Avenue. Skipper Road. Just need a little faith, Arthur. Don't forget, you have to say Arthur, because that's the way he says it, because he had a stroke, okay? He had a stroke, and he has difficulty saying Arthur. It's Arthur. There is a plan, Arthur. Also, one of the things that bugged me is that, like, they obviously want you to play Arthur as, like, a good guy. All of the options available to you are being a good guy. There is almost zero, like, gain in being a bad guy. Zero. It's just you're evil for the sake of being evil. And then you have, like, actual growth moments and the stuff that you want to see that happens when you're good. Which to me means they're lazy writers. It's lazy writing. And I've heard some people, including some YouTubers that I enjoy watching, they sing that game's praises. And I go, look, there's a lot of stuff to like about it. Even the story is okay. But the problem is that to be as evil as they intend you to be, like, you have to, like, go out of your way to be that evil. So, like, there's really not a whole lot to gain in doing a lot of the evil stuff in the game. Like, even fencing stuff, it's really not worth it. just doing basic quests and like being a good person gains you way more money than being evil. And so it's like, well, then what are you actually gaining? And even then, money is a finite value. There's not a whole lot you really need to gain from being evil at all. There's no advanced weapons that you get. There's no fancy hideout you get. You can upgrade your hideout, but it doesn't gain you all that much. So it's like, what is the overall benefit? And the answer is not much. And every time my character would sit down, he's like, I feel so guilty of all the evil things that I've done. And I was like, okay, you're a bad guy, I get it. But you're not like... You are not as evil as you pretend you are. It's really weird. Deep Shroom 2, Skipper Inner... Okay, so here we go. We're going here. We'll probably wrap it up at the end of this one. Where's my nearest point here? I never understood that. I remember, like, Arthur would sit down and have his, I can't be saved, Father. I'm too far gone. And then the father's like, well, you just helped that lady over there, and she was being extorted. It's like, no, I'm a demon in disguise. It's like, well, maybe that's just your guilt talking, and then redemption is right around the corner. There's no redemption for me, Father. You can't save everyone. It's like, well, I don't know, man. Like, you also helped that guy, that kid who lost his parents. You helped that kid. No! He doesn't count. You stopped a crime family. No, there is no redemption. I can't be saved. I'm just as evil as they are. Why? Because I have a gun. Okay. Well, so do the police. They don't count either. I've killed men. It's like, well, yeah, but that guy deserved it. He was murdering people. It doesn't matter. Oh, so just some of the stuff that they would go through, and I realize I'm being a little bit facetious, but like some of the stuff that they would talk about. Here's the thing. I guess if you're talking about a biblical sense of redemption, fine, yeah, I get it. But like, if you're talking about like redemption in the eyes of men, it's like, no, but this guy was a criminal, but he still lives by a code, and it seems somewhat honorable. You know, he does crime because he has no choice, and he's kind of locked into it now, which isn't good, but like, he's helping people, he's doing the right thing, he's, you know, he's not robbing people blindly, he's even forgiving debts of people. Like, there's so many things that I would do that are like, that are good things. Hell, I'm even kicking the worst people, the German, out of my camp because he's extorting widows. I mean, like, oh no, what a terrible monster my character is. He's so evil. Okay, there it is. Alright, let's keep my... Oh, let's see, can we get... Ah! A single shotgun shell. Very good. Load shotgun with criminal intent. Oh, hello. Deep Shore Soup Kitchen. All are welcome. Whoa, hello. Oh, time to have a bit of a nappy nap. Oh no! The tentacles are gonna get in my brains! The brain tentacles! Sir, you might have a brain tumor with the way you're acting. Oh no, that's Blackwood. Okay, never mind. Well, Blackwood's gonna be terrified now, so there's that. Nosedive. Fred has managed to set up a meeting for me with Everett Blackwood. Oh, that's not good. Hold on. I can fix this. There we go. Problem solved. And I'm done. I thought it was probably supposed to be some big old thing, but nope. What was y'all's favorite or worst favorite thing, or I guess most hated thing about Red Dead Redemption 2? Just what was y'all's favorite thing about it?
Huh. Smells like fish soup. Huh. Smells like fish. There we go. Guess his next move is one of these.
Oh, for the love of God. Sir, this is a Cracker Barrel. Why are you shouting?
Smells a few days old. There's enough food in here to weather a siege.
The people finally shut the fuck up about it. Shooting. Yeah, the shooting is pretty fun. The actual like violence is pretty fun. Though I used a controller, so the violence is pretty interesting. I like the Maxim gun that you can get, like the water-cooled machine gun. Hello.
There we go. Guess his next move is one of these.
Oh, okay, I guess okay, follow this. I'm following the leader, the leader, the leader. I'm following the leader wherever he may go. I meant shooting, not shouting. So this is going, why are you shooting? Well, this may be a Cracker Barrel, but I'm still gonna shoot him.
Throat slit. Clean.
Like a pig.
Throat slit. Clean.
My God. So, alright. Is there anything that I'm missing, or?
Throat slit. Clean.
I mean, obviously there has to be, because I didn't get all the evidence here. But the shooting in RDO2 was good too. I mean, it was pretty good. Yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was. I think there were some parts that were a little bit, I think, loosey-goosey. But I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I think that there's lots of stuff about that game, like I said, that is really good. I think the character design, I think the different options that you have, like the hair pomade stuff, like I thought all that stuff was great.
Smells like fish soup.
But I like the wacky side characters. I mean, I don't know if I got far enough to really go through that many of them. I know I went through some.
Huh. Somebody likes to lecture.
He's a preacher. Like, if you're just now figuring this out, I don't know what to tell you. I remember there's like the blind seer that you run into, and you pay him $1, and he's like, "Oh, your omens are bad," and he's like, "Okay, bye." It's like, you're a bad man.
Crumpled, but clean.
I just wasn't
Someone's
interested
been
in
here
after
recently.
GTA 5. I don't want another Rockstar open world. See, that's when you're wrong, buddo. You're gonna play GTA 6 with me now. We're gonna play Twerking Lady on the... Hello. What is this? I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong. I didn't want it. No, you're not... okay, whether you want it or not is irrelevant, okay? We're gonna get GTA 6, day one, bugs and all, and you're gonna play with me. Because I'm evil. I definitely don't want GTA 6.
Here, into the sea. I never thought I'd be able to take this journey. Go on ahead while I speak with the others.
I am so ready for GTA 6. I'm ready for it to be a complete disaster.
Finish off the interlopers. They no longer matter. I'll see you all upstairs.
That's one, obviously. Man, I'm going to do terrible things to you. Like what? You've already gotten me, and you've already planned to make me play Mortuary Assistant.
It is time. Time to strike down the false prophets of the Order and to take back Professor Doe.
Time to figure this out.
Alright, this could be a couple different options. Let's see here.
Here, into the sea. I never thought I'd be able to take this journey. Go on ahead. while I
It's got to
speak
be
with
1,
the
2, 3
others.
from top to bottom. Well, Joker. Oh, that's fine. Just think, Friday
Finish
you'll
off
finally
the
see the Joker.
interlopers. They no longer matter.
That's true.
I'll see you all upstairs. Here, into the sea. I never thought I'd be able to take this journey. Go on ahead. It is time. Time to strike down the false prophets of the Order and to take back Professor Doe.
Blackwood's going after Harriet Doe. Took a small army with him. Just need to figure out where he went.
New Mind Palace. Every time I figure something out, my brain gets hurt. Nope. Okay. We are probably going to wrap it up here then. Let's see. Let me have time to finish 11 miles. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I love listening to talk radio on GTA games. It's pretty funny. See, I thought... I don't remember many of them in GTA 5. I remember them in Vice City. And I loved the ones in Vice City. The Vice City ones were absolutely fantastic because you have all, like, the weird cults that popped up in, like, the 80s. Like, the weird... Like, we need to go to Mars. We need to call it, you know, like, the weird stuff that happened in the 80s. Now, I'm not privy to many of them, but I know that they existed. It's almost like a small resurgence of, like, the 20s where you have a lot of the occult stuff that comes up. Except it's not the occult, it's something else. But we are going to finish up here. Thank you all very much for watching. I really appreciated the conversation. I always enjoy those. And I got to share some fun little stories tonight. I don't get to do much of that anymore either. I always get focused on what I'm doing. So hopefully I will see you all again very soon. I will see you... actually, hold on. This week is the end of... This is the end of Spooktober. Though this year, I won't lie, this year wasn't nearly as spooky as the last 2 years. But you know what? If every third year I get a break, I'll take it. I accept that. Good Lord, having a whole month where I don't get to sleep is terrible. So I'm actually enjoying the fact that I get to have just a standard mystery. But thank you all very much for watching. I hope to see you all again very soon. Have a good night.